Trip to Sioux Falls on the line. A win earns a date with the defending national champs, Minnesota State Mankato. A low-scoring affair at UMary, only 42 points combined in the first half. Joanna Miller stretches the floor with a long two from the top, cutting the Marauders' third-quarter lead down to 5. After missing every three in the first half, the Marauders finally knocked the lid off thanks to Chloe Fowl. Her triple here, part of an 11-point game. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs shot just 27% from the floor and didn't hit a three the entire game. The defensive effort paying dividends for Bergen Kennebrew and company. She was fantastic all night, scoring a game-high 21 on 8 for 14 shooting. Coach Newman saying they call her playoff Bergen for a reason. Back to the basket now for Miller, but the Bulldogs bite too late. The strong second-half surge earns a trip to Sioux Falls for the Marauders, 64-43, the final.
We were going to lock down their guards and let our bigs do what they've done all year because I didn't think they could get to 60 if we did that, and they didn't. We just said one run, because obviously we weren't great in the first half either, but we said one run, and so that was a big key for us was if we won the three-point line, we felt like we were going to win the game, and we did.
I think just our aggression, we tried to limit their threes, which we did. They didn't make one all game, so that really helped, and then we just had our posts really locked down their posts, and that helped happen, so it was a great scout.
Well, out east, the girls' state hockey tournament dropped the puck today with 4 quarterfinal matchups. If you win, you earn a day off before the semifinals on Friday. If you lose, you play in the consolation rounds tomorrow. Here's how the bracket looks after day one. A couple of surprising wins as the 2 and 3 seed both fall on the bottom side of the bracket. Legacy Bismarck advances to the semifinals for the first time in program history with a 3-1 win over Mandan. Those semifinals are set for Friday. Dickinson State basketball's Kose Egbule came out of North Shore High in the Houston area. He had one path to follow to chase his dream of playing college basketball. That road took him from one end of the country to the other, and his heritage followed him the entire way. Ben Dackey puts Egbule in this week's Sports Spotlight.
If you drove from Houston, Texas to Dickinson, North Dakota, you'd put about 1,400 miles on your car.
So whatever or wherever I needed to go to keep playing the game I love, that's what I was going to go do.
Aurier Kose Egbule's first stop after high school was a little bit further west. Glendive, home of Dawson Community College.
It's always been the plan to go and play college ball, so that was my only offer to go and play. So, I mean, it was up to me. Whatever I wanted to do, I'm going to go do it.
After a year with the Buccaneers, Kose transferred to Dickinson State. He's been a Blue Hawk for the past 3 seasons.
Sometimes if you're recruiting kids from those areas without ever knowing North Dakota or Montana, it gets pretty tough, to get them interested.
Only 90 miles separate Dawson and DSU.
After living up here, it becomes pretty easy. They've already done it for a couple years and they feel comfortable with it.
Everywhere Kose goes, he carries his heritage with him, all the way down to the meaning of his name.
In God's hands.
Kose's father is Nigerian, something he takes a lot of pride in.
Every time you step outside the house, you're representing your last name, and we want to be successful at anything we do. We're going to work hard. My siblings and I, we all have a meaning to our names, and knowing that, knowing how we were raised, it is a lot. We know what we carry with our last name, and we know what we have to do and what our dad wants us to do.
The Blue Hawks start their postseason run on Saturday with the spotlight on Aurier Kose Egbule. For your news